In this lesson, we're going to be talking about the realities of a career in science, what these careers look like, how they work, some of the pitfalls and problems to look out for, and how to make a good career as a scientist. Now, of course, there are as many different opinions about this as there are scientists out there. This is my personal take, based on conversations with many other scientists and a lifetime's experience in the field. But I'm going to be fairly controversial about these things. A lot of what I say many people will disagree with. I'm almost trying to be deliberately inflammatory at times to get you thinking, so be careful about this, but here, for what it's worth, is my own take. Let's start off by actually looking at some stats for where physicists actually end up working in Australia. And luckily for us, the Chief Scientist's Office does regular reports about the scientific and technical labour force. This is a report from about 3 or 4 years ago, where they used the census data to see all the people who said they had a degree in physics or astronomy, what they're doing now. Now, these are both recent graduates and people who graduated 40, 50 years ago. What you can see is 69% of them are in the labour force, 31% are not in the labour force. As 31% might be those who've retired, those who are still studying. And of those in the labour force, 95% employment and roughly 5% unemployment, so that's not bad. Gender, very heavily male biased, 80% male, 20% female. And here are the degrees, 67% with a bachelor's degree, then master's, doctorate, and various others. So where are they working? So these are the top 10 industries for employment for physics and astronomy graduates. And these are categories used by the census. So education and training is number top, professional, scientific and technical services number second, and then there's a whole variety of others, public administration, healthcare, retail, trade, and so on. What this means is that most physics graduates will not be working as physicists. Roughly 30 to 40% of physics graduates will end up working as something that actually involves their science. So 60 to 70% are not. However, a lot of those still say they use their science skills. So we don't have data for Australia. In the USA, 40% of science, engineering, technology, STEM graduates end up working in these fields, but 70% say they use their science skills in their work. So a lot of people still use the science skills, even if they're not working actually as scientists. So back to Australia. More specifically, what do people end up doing? Once again, from the Chief Scientist report. So for those that graduates with university qualifications of any sort, that's mostly graduates, university lecturers and tutors, then other natural and physical science professionals at the top, software applications programmers, secondary school teachers, and then professionals without further details, ICT managers, and even chief executives and managing directors are a fair percentage. For those with PhDs, the pattern is fairly similar, except more of them end up as university lecturers and tutors and other physical science professionals, and fewer of them end up as in IT and secondary school teachers.